Hey everyone, how's it going? We've had a fucking crazy last 24 hours. My name is Kat Abugazale. We have 4 days left in my campaign. And who here in chat has seen the weird dark money shit that's been happening in my race? We do have an Abuga emergency. That's absolutely true. That we have been on Abugamentum, Abugamania, and now we have an Abuga emergency. That rocks. That rocks. Tell Catherine right now. All right. So we have an hour and a half stream. And if you want to chip in any light money rather than dark money, you can do that at catforillinois.com/stream. Yes, today was when we placed our broadcast ads, but we got to buy a lot more lit because we got to knock a lot more doors. And
turn down your gain a tiny bit.
Turn down my gain?
Your gain, yeah, it just peaking. You're good.
Yeah, we can... I'm going to tell you everything we know. So let's get into it. We already knew that APAC was using a dark money pack to push against us. And let me be clear, we don't know who's funding this other thing, the influencer thing. Hopefully we'll find out. But in the meantime, we don't know where this is coming from. But there's a lot of crazy information. So... this morning, actually, let me back up a little bit. Yesterday, we got, I was reading chat. Yesterday, we got a tip about a briefing that was being sent to creators. The creator that contacted us was offered $1,500 from a group called Democracy Unmuted to spread a smear campaign about me. And we're going to go through the whole briefing that I don't think has been published anywhere, but I've got it. Don't worry. It's
Holy
awesome.
cow.
I'm going to turn down holy cow here. That's the sound of someone donating and pushing back against dark money. Donate at catforillinois.com/stream to be APAC and whoever the fuck else is doing this shit against us. For the past month, there have been like these really weird, like very specific lies and attacks being pushed against us. And I wasn't sure where they were coming from, and they seemed to just sound the exact same. But, you know, we've been running our race. And then I read this, and it all makes sense. So, just to go over this story real quick, which I'll drop in the chat from MS Now, Brandy Zadrozny. Dark Money Group offers influencers $1,500 attacking Chicago Democratic primary candidate. That's me, Kat. So we have 4 days left, and a creator, Amanda Informed, received an email to do one negative video about me for Instagram and TikTok. Holy cow, Christopher R. Thank you so much. For $1,500, one negative video about me. She thought it was a little bit weird and followed up to ask who's funding this. Did not get an answer. Instead, she got a response from, from a man named Matt Anthus, who said they were not an official org and they couldn't disclose the funders, but they were individuals from the Illinois area who have served in the highest offices and been at the top of their game in the media. I don't know what the fuck that means. He's called himself a big Democrat. And when you look at the website, Democracy Unmuted, it's just very vague. There's pretty much nothing that you can find on here except sign up now. When you look at the registration, thank you, the registration for the site, there is...
holy cow.
I'm going to turn down holy cow for me. When you look at the registration for the site, it was made within the last month, and the actual place where it was registered is hidden. Yeah, Amanda is such a queen for telling them to fuck off and telling others. Absolutely. Shout out Amanda. If you want to support her, her account is Amanda Informed on Instagram. What a baddie. So it says, do the right thing, stand up, speak out. But when you actually look at the website, it's just completely vague. Additionally, he said the payout would come from an organization called Upstart Factory, which Anthus on his LinkedIn says that he's the founder of. We're going to get into Upstart Factory after we go through this briefing. But there's no specifics on this. This isn't any FEC report. This is not as a vendor on anything. We were unable to find anything about this organization, Democracy Unmuted, or the Upstart Factory in terms of campaign expenses. Orpheus 789 asks, don't political contributions have to be logged? They do, but there are lots of workarounds here. And this is where I'm getting at. Dark money and independent expenditures are a huge problem in politics, especially in federal races. Basically, because of the Citizens United decision, what organizations can do is they can spend an unlimited amount of money on behalf of a candidate or against a candidate, especially in organizations they use as shell packs. We've seen this with APAC. Their shell pack, Chicago Progressive Partnership, is spending over $1 million against me. And they choose these benign names like Elect Chicago Women and Chicago Progressive Partnership, because who doesn't want to elect Chicago women? Who doesn't want to partner with Chicago progressives? And do you really want to mute democracy? Chat, do you want to mute democracy? Asha,
I don't.
do you want to mute democracy?
I don't want to mute democracy, but I don't fuck with them.
So this is what they do, is they create these organizations and then they do have to file with the FEC. They have to report when independent expenditures happen, who they are doing them for or against. And technically campaigns aren't allowed to coordinate with independent expenditures with these organizations. It's supposed to be completely separate. This is where you get the practice of someone said, I want to mute democracy. This is where you get the practice of red boxing, which is a publicly available page on a candidate's website that may not be listed, but it does have kind of the top lines for what they would want someone advertising on their behalf or against one of their opponents to say. The Democracy Unmuted shit isn't in this category. It's something completely different. It has no traces. This is the darkest of dark money. Essentially, the law hasn't caught up to creators, but I'm not sure this is even legal in this case. There was
Let's talk about.
We're going to go through we'll watch a little bit of this, but this is quoting the briefing directly.
Illinois District 9, because if you live in Rogers Park, Evanston, Skokie, or Glenview,
and this man has
your
deleted the video.
vote in the primary on March 17th will determine who represents you in Congress. And get this, there are 16 candidates running to replace Jan Schakowsky at the shared in one of her mail, and why. For instance, one candidate, Kat Abagazela, shared in one of her mailers that she grew up in a middle-income family in a modest home.
Holy cow.
Abagazela. And we're going to go through the briefing and then return to this video. And he did remove this video and actually apologized to me, saying it didn't align with his values.
Holy cow.
But we have no idea how much money is being put into this,
Holy
who these
cow.
funders are, how many people have been being paid to say these
Holy
things.
cow.
So let me pull up this absolutely batshit briefing. And one thing too, for those who don't know, I am a researcher and journalist who covers the far right. My partner was an investigative journalist who covers the far right. Both of us
Holy
focus a
cow.
lot on disinformation campaigns. This is really sloppy work, and I don't know why you would do this and expect us not to find out. Ridiculous. So, let's look at the brief.
Holy cow.
So this is the voter awareness campaign.
Holy
And I don't
cow.
believe that this entire brief has really been covered to any extent, but I like transparency. So this Democracy Unmuted campaign calls on creators to help engage voters in IL9 around the importance of representation. Your voice is a tool, your feed is a megaphone. Together, we can protect what is left of democracy and forge a better future. Sounds great, honestly. The congressional district of IL9 deserves a representative who's genuine, prepared, and focused on service to the community not personal brand building. The goal is to ask questions of your audience and get them to
Holy
look deeper
cow.
into all of the candidates running, which I think people should do their research before they vote. Absolutely, totally agree. Let's look at the talking points. By the way, they don't spell my name right. Kat Abu-Ghazaleh has no legislative
Holy
experience, but has
cow.
promised to hire good people to learn how to write and pass laws. It references a story from Drop Site News that was ginned up that was about a email that someone sent
Holy
without
cow.
our... Holy cow, Catherine K. Thank you so much. That was sent without campaign permission, and I clarified my stances on foreign policy. But it says that this shows poor oversight and uncertainty about her leadership readiness. Even progressive voices like Hassan Piker have expressed concern and removed content with Kat following the incident. That's just not true. That's
He didn't
just not
remove
true.
shit.
That's
He
he.
expressed concern, but he didn't remove shit.
No, I called him last night, and he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" This is just straight up a lie. What we need from these talking points is highlight more than one. So this is the first one. I was wondering why this was coming from specific accounts along with some of these others, but let's see. Public persona versus privileged reality. We're going to go paragraph after paragraph. Kat's campaign messaging highlights a modest upbringing and financial struggle, yet she comes from a wealthy family, attended elite private schools, and is supported by her partner, a CEO of a major media company. It's true, guys. I am the Monopoly man. And
Famously.
I am the Monopoly man. And my partner, who's the CEO of The Onion, does rule the world. Famously rules the world. The Onion brings in billions upon billions of dollars. And it's kind of ridiculous that people don't realize that.
It's just
Look, I'm really glad that this came out now. No, but this entire thing, I've been seeing this a lot over the last week or two of trying to paint me as, in this, it literally says that my family owns oil wells and my childhood home is estimated at $9 million. I was wondering what the fuck this was talking about. And I still don't know. I have been very clear that I had a privileged childhood. In fact, I credit the reason that I stopped being conservative to when we moved to a different city and I was able to go to school in a place that wasn't segregated by income. That the greatest gift my parents ever gave me was the ability to not have student debt. And that also gave me the
Holy
perspective
cow.
on how many opportunities you can't have if you don't have that basic privilege of middle, or now basically only upper middle class. I've also been financially independent since I was 21. My parents live in a 2-bedroom apartment in Dallas, but also they have 50 mansions in the Maldives. That's a joke. And this idea that this is the worst thing about me is so confusing. Like, I know I'm processing this in real time, but I don't know how much money is being put into fake controversies
Holy
to try
cow.
to, thanks Jason F, to try to blunt our grassroots momentum, just as AIPAC panicked this week and dropped $850 more thousand into our campaign. How much is being put in to tell people I own oil wells, which, by the way, that is partially true. My grandfather was a geologist in Texas. I don't know if y'all know what geologists in Texas do, but my mom does split oil royalties for about $80 a year with her 4 siblings. So
Holy
I'm
cow.
really sorry, Asha.
this is just
Are you still going to work for me?
shocking to learn.
Holy cow.
The next controversy is, and I just want to get all of this out here because this is, I don't like the idea of people thinking that we are hiding anything, because our campaign has nothing to hide. It's why we've been consistently the only one that has been consistently and excessively transparent about our finances. The only campaign in this race that is funded by majority small dollar donations. It is why we are the only campaign in this race that uses our resources to help people right now. And it's why I am the only candidate in this race that does 2-hour town halls like this multiple times a week, where I talk
Holy
without
cow.
a script. And so I want to make sure that no one feels like there is anything to hide in this campaign when all of the other campaigns in my race feel that way, especially the other two that have any shot at this. Although really at this point, it's a two-way race. So the other claim that we have here. I claim to live in Rogers Park. From my videos, it appears my primary residence is still my partner's luxury apartment in downtown Chicago. Hey, Asha, where are we?
Hey, we're in Rogers Park, gang. Like, I'm so tired of
Holy
this
cow.
fucking thing. I don't Uber my ass over here. I don't take the red line here every fucking week.
Asha Uber's home because it's nighttime, but
But like, I take the fucking
I walk to work.
like truly,
And like at this point, the expectation is to literally dox yourself.
like 100%.
But
As if you're
Holy cow.
I know,
by the
right?
way.
But also the allegation, this idea of trying to paint me someone that has my income on my house ethics
Holy
committee
cow.
paperwork,
Yes.
that I am very clearly the like literally poorest candidate in this race, that I have been extreme. I literally posted my bank account at one point.
And they're like, no, she's still.
They're
rich.
trying to paint this narrative, and it's so interesting that that is what they think will tear down progressive campaigns, as if in a world of billionaires, when billionaires are bankrolling my opponents, even if I was like upper middle class, that would be some cardinal sin when this coalition is built of so many folks. We have people that give, $100 on stream, some that drop 1,000 for matching. We also have people that say I spare $1 a month, and we are so grateful for you. But this is what they have because they are defending genocide. They are
Holy
defending
cow.
the status quo. They are
Holy
defending
cow.
an ineffective Democratic Party. And even if everything in this was true, that actually it'd be pretty fucked up if
Holy
this
cow.
was like a teleporting apartment, because then we'd be hiding
That would
technology.
be-
That'd be
if
kinda
this is
cool.
a teleporting apartment, you're holding out on me. Like,
I still make you drive home every
I
day.
still have to drive home.
But
Holy
the
cow.
fact that that is the best they have shows the desperation. In reality, when Ben and I moved here, and I mentioned this a ton, we got an apartment on super short notice. It had to have furniture because we were moving within like 2 weeks across the country. And it had to have a second bedroom because I worked from home and
Holy
filmed from
cow.
home. We split the rent 50-50, each of us $2K, which is the lowest my rent has
Holy
ever been in
cow.
a major city,
Holy
especially on short
cow.
notice, and then looked at neighborhoods we liked. And that was Andersonville, Rogers Park, Edgewater.
Holy
and
cow.
we're here. And it's the best place to live because this is one of the most diverse, multicultural, and community-based places you can live in the country. And the allegation
Holy
that my
cow.
community, that I with my neighbors have spent the summer and fall patrolling, that we have our campaign office out of, that we have fed and clothed thousands of people in our community, that's a prop, is so unbelievably offensive, but not as offensive as claiming that I don't have medical bill insecurity.
Yeah, that's so.
For those who don't know, I have a disability. I was uninsured since I was laid off because of Elon Musk's lawsuit against the company I worked at. And I wasn't insured
Holy
from
cow.
May 2024 until
Holy
July
cow.
2025. I got laid off like very shortly after Ben had enrollment, or after Ben's enrollment ended for his insurance plan. I, like a good number of Americans, had to spend a year just
Holy
hoping I
cow.
didn't get hit by a car while getting monthly medication and using GoodRx as my insurance. And yes, the pharmacist said every single month, that's not insurance. And I would go, I think you're wrong there. And the idea
Holy cow.
that isn't a universal experience, or also the idea that you have to essentially be in abject poverty to not struggle with medical bills, when people that are even well off, that can afford to miss 1, 2, 3, 4 paychecks, can't be bankrupted by a single accident, just shows complete disassociation with the reality of our country. That is the economic reality for most Americans, even with insurance. And if you ask why I didn't get a plan, it's because I have a disability and my premiums every month were way too high. It made more financial sense to just hope I didn't get sick or get hit by a car and wait until I could finally get insurance. Thankfully, in this past summer, Ben was able to get me on his insurance, which was awesome. But it's also screwed up that we have to wait in our country and hope that you're in a state that if you're not married, you can get on their insurance. But we had to wait until enrollment started, as if your health is dependent on this arbitrary timeline that private insurance companies have set up. That is exactly the type of thinking that we need to be removing from our medical system. And not recognizing that shows exactly why the people opposing us are severed from the reality that Americans are enduring right now, whether it is the fear of ICE and fascism, whether it is the actual affordability crisis, not understanding what rents are like now, how difficult it is to have basic medical bills, how expensive groceries are. I just can't imagine being this divorced from reality unless you truly are so ludicrously rich that you don't have to worry about it.
Can you lower the house?
Yep. I'm still obsessed with Abug Emergency.
Holy cow! Holy
And then
cow.
here's the thing. I'm going to go into this again later, but none of this attacks my positions or my career, my track record. It's only attacking my family, my friends, and my character. It is making up lies. And my personal favorite here is attacking us for operating a mutual aid hub. I'm not fucking kidding. Kat's campaign appears designed for attention rather than impact, positioning her office as a mutual aid hub in a district that already has the highest concentration of nonprofits in the country seems more self-promotional than community-driven. Why not connect with the already existing network? Why not join another mutual aid organization's efforts and collaborate with the longtime community leaders who have worked to effectuate this change? Well, we do. We do work with organizations from Uptown to Algonquin. Someone said, well, then let's talk about your positions. I'm happy to. But you can also go to catforillinois.com/issues. But this also misses the point of what we're doing. We are trying to show that in politics, we can use campaign resources, the massive amounts of money that are dropped on bullshit astroturfing campaigns like this. What if we spent that instead showing our values by actually feeding people and clothing people and making sure that they can afford diapers or just have diapers when their next paycheck still hasn't come? Why are we wasting so much money paying influencers without any disclosures?
Holy cow!
When we could actively be helping our community, and win or lose, you are still making a positive impact. I remember when the SNAP benefits were cut, that we challenged all of our opponents to sponsor a local food bank until the shutdown started again. And I had 2 opponents reply, and they said, I've actually been volunteering at food banks like my whole life. And I'm like, that's awesome. I hope everyone does. But that's not what we're asking. We are saying to use your campaign resources differently. If all of these 16 candidates in our race did what we did, it would be a huge boon for the community because only one of us can win. And I know that we have been able to show what we care about, gain volunteers, persuade voters, and also, most importantly, make sure that people have their basic needs, the unhoused community, undocumented community, low-income families, and just anyone that comes in. You don't need to tell us your story. because of our office, which especially right now,
Holy
if
cow.
it gets targeted by ICE, that's a national
Holy
news story.
cow.
If the local grocery store does, it might not even make the paper. So we are trying to use our platform and our
Holy
privilege to
cow.
actively change how people look at politics. And to attack that and to pay people to attack it is pretty fucking disgusting. Then there's always the why now and residency argument. I think we've talked about residency earlier of, man, I would not be running for Congress if I thought there were people that understood the far right. This was not something I planned to do. But the question of why now, look around. Don't you feel a sense of urgency? Why was I the only candidate in this race
Holy
who launched my
cow.
campaign before the incumbent retired? Why are we expected to wait in line? Why are we expected to ask for permission? Elections are about persuading voters, about showing yourself as a leader that actually wants to represent people. It is not a promotion. It is not something that you deserve. It is something you earn. And if you're asking why now,
Holy
I have no idea what
cow.
world you're living in. So let's get to the more fun stuff. I just wanted to address all of those in one place. Did I sound too butthurt?
No.
Yeah, I'm just pissed off. Stop. Get my family's name out of your mouth.
Holy cow.
Besides my very rich boyfriend with all of his Lamborghinis. So content
Holy
guidelines,
cow.
tone and style, grounded and factual, stick to credible, verifiable information. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Mark D, thank you for $420. Community focused, make it about what IL9 needs in a
Holy cow.
representative. Better not be a fucking mutual aid hub.
Holy cow.
Conversational, speak in your own authentic voice. Call to action, encourage viewers to research candidates, and verify claims, which I very much encourage both of those. But I always tell people, I'm like, you should vote even if you don't vote for me. Make sure to vote. There are a bunch of candidates in this race, and if I'm not the best fit for you, then that's fine. But it's really important that you vote. And then repeat IL9 to reach the right local
Holy
audience and
cow.
algorithm. Don't forget to share facts. This started on March 3rd. It went live on March 4th. The submission deadline is today, and then election day is March 17th. I have no idea how many videos there are like this, or if it goes to other things, if it goes to comments, if it goes to posts. I have zero idea.
Holy
But I
cow.
know that I have seen a hell of a lot of these random claims that I have no idea where they come from, because I've been me my entire life, and I learned a lot about myself through this. The requirements require you to be authentic. They also require you to say IL9, Rogers Park, Skokie, Evanston, and Glenview. And then also every single one of them had to be reviewed and approved before going live. So I wanted to go through that entire brief because we should go a little more into who is sending it. Ugh. I got home like 5 minutes before we started, so I had to cue some of this up. Like I said, this was sent by a
Holy
guy
cow.
named Matt Anthus, who runs... Oh my God, so many screens over here, guys.
Can you also, while we're talking about mutual aid hub, plug mutual aid hub?
Oh, yeah, by the way, while we're talking about the Mutual Aid Hub, please consider dropping by supplies for our Mutual Aid Hub. We just had a bunch of people drop off menstrual products. Thank you to the Northwestern Menstrual Equity Association. And then a supporter from Massachusetts sent a huge box of shaving cream and toothbrushes and toothpaste and all that stuff. Does Andre have any specific requests?
Shampoo, conditioner, diaper sizes 4 to 6, and larger clothes and warm clothes.
So we do have a request for shampoo, conditioner, diapers, sizes 4 to 6, and then larger clothes and warm clothes. So please consider bringing that by our office. So Upstart
Holy
Factory
cow.
is the organization that was paying for this. This is where the payment was coming from when the creator asked. What is Upstart Factory? Great question. Their unique blueprint helps founders navigate the
Holy
startup landscape
cow.
effortlessly, leveraging AI to create unparalleled efficiencies, empowering their growth and scale globally. I don't know what the fuck that means. But that's apparently the organization that is paying for and leading this initiative, which is led by the guy who sent the email, Mark Anthus. He also
Holy cow.
sent this from an organization.
Holy cow.
Doing this on the fly, guys. He sent this from an email that was linked to this organization.
Holy cow.
Advocators AI, not just influencers. We are advocators. Influencers are out. Advocators are in. This came from my favorite news source, PR News. Powered by the people, for the people, leveraging AI to power unprecedented strategies. Let's see some of the stuff they covered. Virginia Veterans Network, American Heart Association. What?
Holy cow.
Yeah. Okay, let's watch it.
Holy cow.
No way.
Holy cow.
To Israel. I was finally able to my Jewish homies. 2 years ago, I made a decision that would forever change my life. I went to Israel. I was finally able to connect to my Jewish roots and explore such a beautiful land. From snorkeling at the Red Sea, exploring the Shuk in Jerusalem, and going hiking at Masada, Yalla Israel is offering so many amazing opportunities this summer. Trust me, if you're looking for an amazing experience and a way to make new friends with some awesome people from diverse backgrounds, Yalla Israel is the place to be, guys. I'm telling you. Yo, shout out to my Jewish.
So that's one of the things from this this organization. And to be clear, like I'm sure it is beautiful, and I'm. Oh, are you listening to it? I don't know how AI is involved in that. And it just kind of was jarring. But this is the organization tied to Mark Anthus, who
Holy cow.
sent it from his email tied to Advocators AI. And this is where the last really fucking weird
Holy
part
cow.
comes in. Because Mark Anthus won an award.
Holy cow.
Yeah, exactly. No shade to Israel. It's a lovely place with lovely people, but the government there is committing war crimes, and can't really breeze past that right now. But Mark Anthus just won an award for his work with Advocators AI. For his work on my opponent's campaign. I don't know what the fuck this means.
Holy cow.
But this happened just like 2 days
Holy
ago.
cow.
Thanks for hitting heater meter, but that's really not the point of today. I haven't heard any
Holy
comment.
cow.
I don't know who is funding this. I don't know who is pushing for this, but there are no FEC documents about this. There is no tracing of this. I don't know what the fuck is going on, guys. We have 4 days to go, and this campaign that has been going on for a month by a guy who just won an award from an organization that has been working on my opponent's campaign.
Holy cow.
And I feel like just brushing past this is not just
Holy
dishonest
cow.
for my opponents or for myself, but when we're talking about dark money, especially as so much of it has been poured into Illinois, not just from APAC, but crypto packs and now whatever the fuck is happening here. And I think creators are being used as a workaround. I just want to lay out what we know. And it also shows these people are so scared. They didn't take us seriously
Holy cow.
for a year. And then they realized that, oh shit, we're going to win. And so, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. They realize we're going to win. So APAC is pouring $850,000 against us. This organization and whoever is behind it, and I don't know, but I would love to find out. It just comes from fear. Wait, if you're paying creators and influencers, would you need to even get involved with the FEC? I don't know. I don't know. We don't know who's paying for it, because if it's an independent expenditure, it's different than a campaign. I am not a campaign finance attorney or compliance person, but this is also really new territory. And the thing is if they get away with it in this race, we still have more than 40 primaries across the country, and they will continue to do this for the rest of not just this year, but through 2028, through 2030. I just want to know what the fuck is going on. Not even as a candidate, but certainly as a journalist. I mean, this has been really interesting to dive into, and I wish I had more time to do it.
Holy
But also just as
cow.
like a voter, an American, a citizen. This is dark money, plain and simple. And also, it's really screwed up that the creators that these people were trying to hire didn't even know who was paying them, because it was purposely obscured. If we want a democracy, we can't be letting it operate like this. And if my opponent is involved with this, and I hope he's not, but an award was just won for work on his campaign by the organization that did this. You can't be talking about dark money and how you're the victim of dark money if you aren't standing against the shit that's been happening to us. This is an influence op. And we deserve better. We say what we think. When you hear what I believe, it's coming from my mouth, my face, my accounts. Say what you mean. Or at least speak out against this and explain how the hell anyone could be involved in this. So that's what we know. Catherine, if you're watching, did I get everything? I'm curious who's funding it. We don't know. I'm also curious. But if you want to donate not dark money, you can do so at catforillinois.com/stream. Today was, I'm going to say donate light money in YouTube chat. Today was the last day for us to be able to place broadcast ads, but we got to knock a hell of a lot of doors this week. And we have the Abagamentum. There's Abagamania. Today we had an Abaga emergency, but we did spend the vast majority of today knocking on doors and talking to oh, fun. This is a great question.
Cow.
Let's be honest. You have influencers that you know and who are supporting you, correct? Where are your donations coming from? You have a large out-of-state following. We can all ask the same questions, right? Sure. Let's go to fec.gov. One sec. Let me just pin this in the YouTube chat. And also, let's talk about outside spending while we're at it.
Please. Fucking please.
So if you go to fec.gov/data/committee/C009000449. You can find all of the money we've raised and all of the money we've spent. You'll find itemized and unitemized contributions. So the difference is itemized contributions. Let me zoom in here. Itemized contributions are contributions over $200, and this counts as the multiple contributions that add up to more than $200 in a single quarter.
Holy
We're looking at you,
cow.
Donald Day. The vast majority of our funding, can you pull that chart, by the way, of the small versus large dollar donors?
Yeah.
Thank you. The vast majority of our funding comes from unitemized contributions, which are donations under $200. And so that's the, those are like our small dollar donors. Our average donation with over 60,000 donations is just $32. So a lot of people, like, that's just how reporting works. If you donate $5, I don't think your name necessarily should be on a report, but you can find every single contribution over $200 right here, fec.gov. And some of these are, as you can see, multiple donations, 32 here, 50 there, 100 there from multiple folks. Some of them you might even see, a lot of these are people from Stream that donated multiple times over $200. You can also see where all of, and the question was in-state versus out-of-state. Sure. Let me make sure that that's the same asker. Yep. We also have not the largest percentage of in-state versus out-of-state contributions, but that's because we have over 60,000 donors, because we've been able to reach such a large grassroots audience. But we do likely have the largest amount
Holy cow.
spam call, the largest number of in-district donors, not the largest amount of money, because a lot of them are donating $5 or $10 or $32, but the largest number. And whether you're donating $1,000 check
Holy
because
cow.
you are rubbing elbows with rich folks, or because you're donating a $5 bill because that's all you can spare, that's still one vote in the same district. I'm very proud that we have the largest number of in-district donors in this race. And we can confirm that if other campaigns were as transparent
Holy
about our
cow.
finances as we are. We've actually communicated that number every single quarter. Additionally, you can find how we've spent our money over here on total spent. You can find it by quarter. You can look
Holy
at different refunds. I've seen also an allegation that I'm giving myself a salary. I did have to refund myself a bunch of expenses that I put in through the campaign before we had like a campaign card or we started it. So there were refunds to myself for things that came out of my pocket, but you can clearly see that we actually pay our staff a salary, not me. And we pay our staff $25 an hour, which is far more than you will find on pretty much any campaign. That is very rare. And we are also making sure that we can support our staff no matter the outcome on Tuesday that we're going to win.
Holy cow.
Past March through April, because a lot of campaigns leave their staff out to dry the second the campaign is over. Just donated some out-of-state money in honor of that person asking. Yeah, you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream. And we are basically on this campaign. Yeah, I've had a large reach nationwide because of a platform I built myself, but that is still a huge privilege to have. And so we try to use it as a tool like anything else for fundraising, so we don't have to be dependent on billionaires or Republican funded PACs like APAC or dark money like this influencer campaign. So we don't have to be reliant on corporate PACs. So I don't have to spend all my time doing call time, because some of my opponents spend up to 60 hours a week sitting in a room and calling rich people and begging for money. And we spend about 6 hours a week talking to y'all on here, and we raise more money that way. So that I'm very, very proud of what we've done here. If you look at
Holy cow.
the top 6 fundraising campaigns in our race, you'll see that I am the only one that is funded by majority small dollar donations. Is the argument that out-of-state money from other working class people for a campaign they're excited for is a bad thing? It's not. Like, I completely agree with you. I'd rather take $5 from a teacher in Wisconsin than a $7,000 check from a union buster in Illinois. I would rather take $20 from a mom in New Jersey than a $7,000 check from an APAC donor here. This is a grassroots movement, and we are extremely the sound of holy cow is the only thing that puts me to sleep at night now, and we are extremely lucky to have it, but I'm trying to use it to leverage a new way to do politics. But as you can see, we are the only campaign that is funded by majority small dollar donations, the only one in our race, which is pretty freaking cool. Additionally, this one's really fun.
Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy
We are the only
cow.
campaign that has no outside spending for us. Look at this. This much money spent supporting Laura Fine. This much money spent opposing myself and Mayor Biss. This much money spent supporting Biss. This for Phil Andrew. This opposing Fine. We are doing this on our own. We have been able to do this from the ground up because of you guys, because of our incredible staff. Shout out Asha. Because of our amazing volunteers, because of everyone in our Discord that has spent time actively trying to recruit people through phone banking and door knocking and posting about the campaign. Because of our events. Hi, what's the emergency? It's Abug emergency, actually. Thank you very much. It's because we have been actively trying to improve our community, because the way that you beat fascism isn't by platitudes, it isn't by strong words for Greg Bovino. The way that you beat fascism is by working together as a community, as individuals, not being told what to do, but asking what you can do. And that's why we're going to win, without anyone helping us. Not helping us as in me and my staff. Us as in all of us.
Cow.
It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's where we're at. We got 4 days to go. Oh shit, stories on MSNBC right now.
Wait, can we watch it?
Can we?
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Oh shit, all right, let's watch. There's Brandy.
Very online.
Yes.
She is an activist. She's at Broadview all the time. She's being indicted
Ah,
right now.
it won't let y'all watch.
Show.
She worked at Media
You can hear
Matters.
it.
She covered online influencers.
Yeah, she is very much of the internet. And so this brief, he's like, here's the brief, because she's great. Amanda was great. She's like, well, show me the brief. Got the brief, and the brief said, you know, we're not asking you to endorse any candidate, which now makes them be able to flout FEC
Holy
rules,
cow.
right? So we're not asking you to do any candidate. We just want you to tell people to explore their options and not be swayed by any influencers like Abu Ghazala. Here are 6 things that you can say. Please highlight more than one. And so it's very like easily flouting the rules. So they have all this stuff that, you know, I sent to candidate Abu Ghazala, and she's like, this is slanderous, this is not true, these are false claims. And so Amanda said, no, thank you.
If you turn off your
No,
hardware
thank you, but no,
acceleration,
thank
your
you.
browser
And she thought
settings,
when
how do
she
I do
tried to
that?
she tried to find out who it
Holy
was.
cow.
And again, this guy, Matt, said, well, it's this like really important Illinois organization. It's not an official organization, but they are very powerful. You know them if you saw them,
cow.
you'd like them. And he said that the company was called Democracy Unmuted. Now,
Can we show the website?
oh, it's a great website.
This
Please
is
do so.
Democracy. Now again, Democracy Unmuted is the source of the funds.
Oh my
being
God, they're
channeled
showing the
through this
website.
guy
Oh
that's
my God,
going
they're
out
showing
to
all of
influencers
it.
to
Chad, I'm
not
so
endorse
sorry
a
you
candidate.
can't.
I'm so sorry you can't see it. They're showing the briefing.
To attack one of the 3 candidates from an unknown source.
Holy
Democracy
cow.
Unmuted has a
Thank you, Wesley G.
voter awareness campaign.
Yeah, and the website is. The website
I'm going to
is-
system
it started-
settings.
Started 2 weeks ago. It's got like some big words, and it says democracy, fight, things like that. And then
Holy
it's a,
cow.
it's a crap website.
Right.
It's got a jot form at the bottom that goes to nowhere.
Holy
I filled it out.
shit,
It's like thank
dude.
you, and then nothing.
Then what do I
and
do?
Go to your email. I don't know what they did.
Holy cow.
I'm probably on a list, but so it's a crap website, and so she says no. But we checked it out and we did some searching, and it seems like some other influencers ended up taking that money. Oh, do you have it?
We do. So I'm going to show this. I think we have this is an influencer from Missouri who goes by the name The Woke Ginger.
Indeed.
He has a red hair, as you'll see, and here's what his video sounded like.
Oh shit! Sorry, it's relaunching. It's relaunching.
Oh, everybody pray. Yes!
Holy cow.
Kowski at the end of her term as she retires. So it's important to look
Yeah.
past viral personalities and ask who is running and why.
So look past viral personalities, ask who running and why is from the memo,
Yes.
right? That I think word
for word.
That's word for word.
Yeah.
Okay. We should note. The Woke Ginger just posted something saying we have a message from the Woke Ginger saying that he's taking it down. It didn't meet his standards.
We have a message from the Woke Ginger.
He does not say
message
that
from
he
the
was
Woke
paid
Ginger.
for this, but you can draw your own conclusion.
Yeah, I mean, I reached out to him yesterday after I saw it. I grabbed the video first from his page and then reached out to him and said, is this a video where you paid for it? And then he took it down immediately and said, has a sorry message. He apologized to candidate Abu Ghazala, and he said, it did not meet my standards. When I asked if he was paid, he said, I was not paid. And I said, wait, were you not offered money or were you not paid? And then he just didn't want to talk to me anymore. But he seems like a nice fellow with 1 million followers doing his thing.
Now, I just want to be clear here. Like, we don't know who this came from. We still don't know. Like the way that dark money works is so insane and insidious. I want to show what the super PAC spending has been like for Illinois 9, which has been enormous, and there's been a ton of it, as you can see. I think it's like, what is it?
Let's fucking go!
No, almost 6. Laura Fine has been the beneficiary of like the most of that with Elect Chicago Women, which is super PAC aligned with APAC. They've put a lot of money into the race on her behalf. Daniel Biss, you can see. Has
Sorry,
some
we're built
money,
different
but
over
he's
here.
Also been attacked
Yep.
by some of that super PAC, as has
Look at
Kat-
this
Kat
graph.
Abdul-Ghazal. But the point is that we don't know anything. Like, this is not under FEC regulations, and we're just at the beginning of this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, dark money has been around for a while, right? But like the amount of dark money that's happening right now is massive. And I think it's really important to pay attention to the online creator space because it's the place we're going to see this dark money go. The guy that runs this marketing firm, his big thing that he keeps touting on his websites is leveraging the power of AI. What does that mean? Okay, you're going to leverage micro influencers, and now you're leveraging the power of AI to do what?
Can I just say, I mean, 2 places that people get information right now, particularly between the ages of 18 and 35, is social media and ChatGPT. And ChatGPT announced they're taking ads. So it's like, buddy, I don't know, like there's going to be there's billions of dollars of dark money pouring into these races right now in the primaries and in the general election. It's going to, like, who knows where it's going to go and why, and we can't track it. We don't know.
No, we don't know. And unless there's like campaign finance reform out the wazoo, which it doesn't seem like it's coming anytime soon.
Or you ferret it out and call it out at least.
100%. And that is the thing that I'm always hopeful for real people, but people like Amanda informed that's going to come forward and say this isn't right and sort of peel back and show us how it's done. I think that's what we're going to have to rest on.
Yeah, nice work, Amanda, and nice work, Brandy Zadrozny. As good a reporter as you will find. This will not be the last one of these stories. I mean, this is not the last. This is the tip of the iceberg. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ahead. All right. Guys, that graph was awesome.
That was so
Look
fucking
at this
awesome.
graph. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is happening. What do y'all think is happening? That is not Amanda, by the way. That is Brandy Zadrozny. She covers a lot of online disinformation, the Maha movement. Cool person. So what do y'all think is happening? Asha, what do you think is happening? Don't say it.
Thank you to whomever in Twitch chat said that we were live on MSNBC.
Yeah, thank you to whoever in
Oh,
Twitch
you
chat said we were
fucking
live.
Everything.
They're so scared. It's crazy. It is crazy how scared they are that they're like, look at this oil baroness. Look at her and her cartoon house and her mutual aid hub. We should pay people $1,500 to talk about how bad she is and her mutual aid hub. That pisses me off so much.
So
that
fucking
pisses
crazy.
because people.
It's actually bad.
It's actually bad to help people, is what I've learned. I hope we get an answer from Daniel Biss, because I think it's pretty fucking weird that the guy that owns the AI company, who is very much tied to this campaign and also owns the company that is paying out this campaign and allegedly leading this campaign, just won an award for the work he's done on Biss's campaign. And can they pay me for my own takedown ad? That's what I want to know. Because where's my money? I barely have $1,500. IL 9, Rogers Park, Skokie, Glenview, Skokie, Rogers Park. Oh my God. It's an oblig emergency. All right. Enough of that. They can figure that out, and hopefully someone will ask my opponent. But I would much rather talk about what we've got going on for the next 4 days, because yes, this has been a very fun side chapter, but we are not going to win by just pointing out corruption that's being aimed against us. We are going to win because we've got people power, and we have a lot of incredible stuff this week. Do we have our calendar up yet? If not, can Mia send me a draft? Wait, no, I have it on my phone.
Do you have the finalized one?
I don't know.
I have the one from this morning.
Boop, boop.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, trying to find our calendar.
I only have the non-edited one.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, just send it to me on Discord and I won't show it. I'll just read it out. Because we got a lot of fun stuff happening this a week. Kat, are there boots on the ground? There are so many boots on the ground, and we've got like 15 shifts every single day. It is crazy. We are knocking doors until 7 p.m. on Tuesday night. That is when the polls close, and we need your help to get out the vote. So go to catforillinois.com/events and then volunteer. And you can phone bank from anywhere in the world, and you can door knock from here. So every day is fucking crazy right now. It's awesome. So tomorrow is Saturday.
Holy cow.
We've got our Morton Grove canvas launch. We've got 3 at National Park. We've got 3 in Algonquin at
Holy
High Hill
cow.
Park. We've got 3 in Skokie at Skokie Sports Park. We've got 3 in Andersonville. Then we also
Holy
have
cow.
a launch in Andersonville with Jamal Bowman and a launch in Evanston with Jamal Bowman. And then we have a phone bank on Saturday night. On Sunday, we've got a huge launch at our campaign HQ in Rogers Park, a launch in Uptown, Evanston. All of these are 3 launches each, Morton Grove, and then, of course, our phone banks. And our phone banks are all hours of the day. We got one from 12 to 2, 2 to 4, and 4 to 6 on
Holy
Sunday.
cow.
Then on Monday, we've got canvas launches in Skokie, Edgewater, Rogers Park, Cary, Evanston, and 3 phone banks. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we are knocking doors and calling folks until 7 p.m. So go to catforillinois.com/events or discord.gg/catforillinois and sign up right now, because we need your help. Today, I was handing out literature outside of Northwestern with our wonderful campus fellow, Abby. And we did that for a while. We ended up convincing like a good amount of students to change their voter registration. And a lot of them actually had just come from voting and had their sick I voted sticker on, and we're like, I voted for you, which is so exciting. Many of whom saw us at our Braddock set, which we were going to look at the during our last stream, and I was like, I can't look at my face that much, but I will show you this little clip
Holy cow.
because I think it's thematic for today.
Holy cow.
A bunch of people from the establishment to Republicans to AIPAC are trying to rat fuck us. And I'm here to tell you that they're really bad at it. And that's what I wanted to make my set about, because I have nothing else on my mind except this campaign, so let's get into it. The thing that has driven me crazy is all of the efforts that people have
gone to
Holy
try to take down this
cow.
campaign instead of just like doing the right thing in the first place. It's fucking insane. And there's like a lot of weird
Holy
backroom
cow.
establishment bullshit, but all of it's like boring and petty, so I don't want to get into that
Holy
because
cow.
let's talk about Republicans. They're all crazy. And part of why I decided to run was because a lot of Democrats don't
Holy
understand the
cow.
threat
So
of the
these are
far
little
right.
clips from it. But the main thing is the thesis is everyone was trying to rat fuck us for some reason, and none of them are good at it.
cow.
And that's because they're sloppy. And I love that for them. Asha, do you think we're gonna win on Tuesday?
Yes. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Everyone knock on wood right now. I truly have not felt more confident about our campaign than I do at this moment. Like, the abogamentum is real. The excitement is real. We weren't going to stream tonight, but we were like, there is, as y'all said, an abog emergency.
There's an emergency.
And like, I just truly do think that we should talk about this dark money because it's really screwed up. Also, do y'all want to watch more of those really bad AI videos from Upstart Factory? Or sorry, Advocator AI. I love how all of these websites sound like if Jack Donaghy was in 2026 with like weird lingo.
cow.
All right, I think we should watch what is United Nations?
I don't think these are AI.
Then why is it an AI firm?
I don't know, but these aren't AI. They're just like
What is this? What is this? We believe in the power of collective action. We empower advocates to challenge the status quo, to innovate, and to inspire a better future. Together as a partner or white label solution, we're unstoppable. Okay, so discover how our team has transformed campaigns. Is it 1938 again?
Crisis and its
Holy
connection to the
cow.
2024 US election. This campaign aims to educate us on how our
So where does the AI come in?
I don't know.
Asha, you're an AI person
I am
in terms of like regulating
in
it.
terms of regulating. Sometimes
Holy
people just like to say
cow.
AI because it's a buzzword.
Holy cow.
The visible, like the graphics and the design of the
Holy
site is
cow.
driven by AI. I think it'll probably. Oh, they use AI in their algorithms to boost
Oh,
the videos.
I don't like that.
So they're basically what they're saying is that they
Here, you
can
come over
help you. Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, teach me about
cow.
AI, Asha. Teach me about AI algorithms.
Hi guys, I study this. And so basically, lots of corporations like to capitalize on the AI bubble, specifically in democratic politics or things that are trying to capitulate to young people.
Holy
And so you
cow.
can see here that like on this site specifically, the number one thing of AI is like you can clearly see that their graphics are made with AI and that like a large, like their site has obviously implemented elements of generative AI, but it's saying that it's leveraging AI to power unprecedented strategies. So that can mean a lot of things, but in this case scenario, it doesn't mean that the videos they create are AI or that they use AI in
Holy
any way
cow.
other than to streamline the creative process, which typically takes the form of writing scripts
Holy
or
cow.
Not good
getting
scripts.
recommendations on like what buzzwords to use to help the algorithm, or the biggest thing that this can be, specifically when dealing with like influencer campaigns, is
Holy
that it
cow.
is just like another form. It's not actually generative AI. It's just another form of data processing known as that is a form of language model, and it'll like analyze your like insights basically and put them onto a website. I'm sure there's probably other elements. Like I'm sure some of these things are vibe coded. But yeah, so AI driven data. So what that means is that they're just, it's that doesn't actually mean anything. It's just another example of people
Holy
misusing the term
cow.
AI to meet as a buzzword when it actually is
Holy
just
cow.
a normal data processing system. Like it's not
so cool.
AI in the way that we think of AI, of like artificial intelligence or like generated intelligence.
That doesn't seem
yes,
grifty
these
at all.
graphics
Holy
are
cow.
artificially intelligent, but are made with Gen AI, but I
Holy
would bet
cow.
real money that their system
Holy
itself
cow.
doesn't use
So
Gen
can
AI.
you translate this for me?
Holy
my
cow.
best.
All right.
I'm not a big
cow.
I'm not a big startup
Holy
gal.
cow.
Yeah, I mean, I really need to know how You can help founders navigate the startup landscape effortlessly, leveraging AI to create unparalleled efficiencies.
Every time, and this is me.
Oh, also, it's not based in Chicago, by the way. It's headquartered in D.C. with satellite offices in New York, Denver, and Tel Aviv.
Well, first off, they are using all AI generated images on the site, which is something we see a lot with startups that want to, quote, leverage AI just to make them seem like they're more technologically advanced than they are, when in reality, for any consumer with a brain.
Here, pull up a chair. I want to actively translate this nonsense. Stream audio is really quiet. I don't know why. It looks fine on here.
I think it's just me because I was
Yeah.
I was talking.
I love, like, even separate from the smear campaign, I really do love nonsense jargon.
Yes. So this obviously is AI generated imagery. Not very good. I would say this is probably an older model, meaning that this site is at least a couple months old.
I know I've seen AI on some of my opponent's mailers.
I have as well.
Not just APAC ones.
But basically, okay, yeah, let's translate. So integrates AI into your strategies, creating efficiencies, more precise campaign optimizations, and yielding a greater return on interest. We push boundaries, shattering.
Isn't it return on investment?
Investment, sorry.
It's okay.
It's just word vomit. It's holy cow is louder than Asha. That's my bad, guys. Sorry.
Holy cow.
Okay, but basically, what this is, when people talk about like streamlining with AI, usually in like the real world practical sense, if in terms of like project management, that just means like they write your emails with AI. And like
Wait, so what?
They just like take the labor out of it and outsource it to AI so that they can use that as an example to cut workers, to cut like specifically people at like lower levels of the company.
Someone said this looks like shit.
What? No.
What does it mean to push boundaries, shattering expectations, and accelerating startups towards Series A or successful exits? Founders join a revolution by partnering rather than outsourcing.
Well, this is outsourcing.
No, it's not.
How? Well, like, I don't understand how they can say that it's partnering rather than outsourcing.
Oh my God. They're a powerhouse collective of digital marketing mavens, AI wizards, seasoned startup navigators, and strategic advisors. This seems like a D&D campaign.
My culture is not your fucking costume. My culture is not your costume. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You get that D&D word mongering
Andre
out
Francis,
of here.
you know what you're ready to do.
You know what you're ready to do.
Each team member is an industry disruptor, seasoned in the startup journey, complete with the scars and stars of successful. What is a successful exit?
Successful exit is basically when you get out of startup hell by being bought by a bigger company.
Why did you create a company?
Holy cow.
Because it's four white guys
I mean,
and they have a product.
I know, but like this is one of the things that drives me crazy. It's like the idea is to actually have a company. It's just to like sell the company to a different company.
Yeah. This dark money campaign is a ... critical failure. Thank you. And not one of a fucking company. Disruptor reeks of Silicon Valley bullshit. Yeah.
What do you mean? This is great.
Oh God.
Ugh. I feel like they're.
No, we have to keep looking at them. We have to keep looking at them because they're looking at us.
Guys, I'm scared.
I'm making direct eye contact with her.
Every time I look at another one of them, they're looking at me.
Yeah, it's really. We can move on.
Well, no, it's the end of the page.
Oh, okay.
This is where we live now. So, anyways, these are the people that have been doing a smear campaign against us for a month.
Do you know how good it feels to think you're not going to get on fucking line every day and see your boss/friend being fucking torn to shreds over nothing, and then it turns out people are being paid to do it?
It's like, have you ever wondered if everyone that hates you is being paid to do it?
Have you ever been like, damn, it really feels like everyone's out to get me, and then you go to therapy and they're like, not everyone's out to get you, and then they release a report and it's like, oh no, they are out to get you.
And they have to be paid to
do
it.
They're out to get you.
Like, look, I don't think that I am immune from criticism, but you on? I don't think I'm immune from criticism, but like, I think there are things to, you could talk about my policies or like my career or things that I have done instead of just making up random. But one of the literal complaints in there is that in our comic book that we made, the house didn't look identical to the house that I grew up in, and I'm like, yeah, I also didn't have the tan scarf in that one picture. It's not a photo, it's a comic book.
It's a comic book, and also, like, dog, there are people in this race who won't call it a genocide. Like, I feel like maybe we should think
all
about things.
Very, very serious.
Like, it's so...
Yeah, can we get back to the Abagamentum? This AI shit is killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with Upstart Factory. I thought it'd be fun to look back at it. It just made things worse. But now we have Asha back.
Hi. Yeah, like, it's just the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
I also want you to know that I got an anti-cat mailer in my apartment today.
From
I got it
whom?
from APAC.
Which
I
one
got
was
an
it? Was it the conspiracy one?
It was the conspiracy one. And I got that mailer before I've never gotten a piece of catlit.
Hey, Donald A
Heartbreaking.
just got done phone banking for 4 hours. How was it Donald A? And also, someone asked if they can
Holy
phone bank from
cow.
out of country. Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can. Do exclamation mark phone bank in the chat.
one word.
One word.
Yeah, sorry, we hire actual artists and we don't have generative AI. And we saw that APAC apparently mailed the same mailer 5 times to one house.
This is true. There
We
was
didn't do
4
that,
in
and
my
we made a whole
inbox.
fucking. They made.
There was 4. There was 4 in mine, and that's crazy because I live in an apartment building, so it's like every single one got one, and it's like, dog, like, do you think anyone's reading these?
Well, you did.
No, I saw it. I saw it, and it was enough. I went, oh. I opened my mailbox for the first time in like a month, and I was like, okay, yeah,
Holy cow.
it's just like
I don't
a
open my mailbox
sea of campaign literature, just a fucking like swarm of it, like
I don't
fell
get any
out.
campaign lit.
I don't know.
I didn't watch the video of Asha crashing out over
Holy
Tetris.
cow.
I should watch it. I was watching, like, I didn't listen to it, but that was when we were learning about all of this.
Gotcha.
So, like, we just have Asha in the background hearing holy cows just, like, kind of faintly from Catherine's computer as
Yeah.
we're, like, trying to, like, connect dots and figure out what the fuck is happening. It was very,
Dude,
very
like,
fun.
I feel like we need a conspiracy board. Like, maybe that's why.
I almost feel like we should have a conspiracy
Almost
stream.
like a conspiracy
conspiracy
stream.
time part 2.
Conspiracy stream part 2, literally. Tetris was cheating. I think
I should have had you up here when I was talking about everything.
That's
Keeps
okay.
everything lighter.
Yeah. Asha crash out is the new meta. Listen, I don't know, dog. I really was going through it yesterday. It was really fun, though. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Yes, Ewa, we can lower Holy Cow. Thank you so much for letting us know.
Done.
Love you.
Wow. You look very cute.
My
My best friend's staying with me.
Uh,
Can Asha take
Yeah.
6 steps back from the mic? Mic blowouts. No, get closer to the mic.
no, it's okay. I was watching my own stream back because I'm narcissistic, and I was like, wow, I blow out the mic a shit ton. And I think it's just because I've always been a loud person. I speak loudly.
I love that for you. Me too.
And that's beautiful. Conspiracy Theory Part 2, Tetris Boogaloo. Here's why this is people paying to smear cat is actually the same as me not understanding me falling off and not being good at Tetris anymore.
You're not good at Tetris?
I was okay. My high score was 98,000
I feel
when
like
we played on
you-
stream.
I feel like you told me you were like a Tetris champ.
I
in the
am.
past.
I am a Tetris champ, but here's the thing. I was a Tetris champ.
You literally just
I've
changed the tense.
felled off because you know why?
You
Because
felled off?
I felled off because they can like literally check in a test. I was struggling with my controls so fucking much. I literally couldn't fucking figure it out. Asking everyone with bad criticisms of cat. I literally like I'm
got
so
that $1,500
dude. I'm
yet?
so and I'm not going to. And
Next
the
time
only
Ben is
reason
like, why is the towel on the floor? Like, do you get $1,500?
did you get $1,500 to say that? Dude, I want you to know that I'm all fighting fucking demons, and I'm not gonna do it because I love Ramiro. Because I love Ramiro, and I don't want to put him through stress. Ramiro is our comms director slash PR press.
Yeah.
And the only reason that I'm not replying to every single cat hater is, did your $1,500 go through? Is your job not paying you enough? Is your job not paying you enough that you need to get a $1,500? And that's okay if your job's not paying you enough, but that doesn't mean you should do this for $1,500.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not enough money.
Just not
Get
enough
that
money.
back. You know?
It's so crazy that everyone has spent all this time accusing you of being a grifter, and then they turn around and fucking grift.
Like, if I wanted to be a grifter, guys, I could be.
If she wanted to be a grifter, I wouldn't be in an apartment this small. I'm gonna say that straight up.
Small, that is literally there is no work-life balance here.
None.
There is 10 different people have keys to my apartment. It's rough.
Yeah, if your job isn't paying you enough, vote for Cat so we can institute a $25 minimum wage.
Yeah.
Don't do shit for $1,500 checks.
And if your job isn't paying you enough and you need something, you can come to our mutual aid hub.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
Which is bad.
Which is bad.
Hey, did you know that doing good things is actually performative?
Yeah, it's actually performative
Did
if
you
you're
know? Did
if
you know that
want
fucking doing
to try
things-
to make a like a person that's trying to run to be your representative of community
Dude,
space.
I'm literally gonna crash out. It only, like, because if somebody had posted that, it would have been something that, like, normally made me crash out. And if she was a grifter, she would have subs on too.
Holy
Fucking
holy
real. If we were
cow.
grifters, we would be asking for your primes.
Yeah.
And you know what? I haven't done it once.
I fucking demonetized every single one of my accounts when I started running.
It's so crazy. Like, I totally forgot that your FEC shit is public. Like, they're calling you, like,
My
did
house
you know
ethics committee.
she grew up really, really wealthy? And it's like, dog, you can see her bank statement.
Like
it's there. All of her assets.
my favorite thing is someone was like, she says she's never made six figures, but that's technically true. So I got laid off and then I was freelancing. And so I had like no tax from my income at all.
Holy
And
cow.
so I made exactly $99,000, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Except I had to pay so much in taxes and none of it was set aside and I had never freelanced. So I'm still paying off my taxes from 2024.
Right.
Which,
Right.
like, it was nice to be in a position that, like, I was able to, like, you know, because I also had to do a cross-country move. I had to break my lease, all of this stuff. And to be able to do those things and still know that, like, I could exist without too much stress is great. But, like, one medical bill and you're fucked.
And it's Jover.
And it's Jover. And, like, I've been so lucky that Ben has picked up my slack during this campaign, but it's not sustainable.
Not sustainable
Except
at all.
for the fact that The Onion makes $1 trillion every second.
Did you know that The Onion makes $1 trillion a second?
He's the CEO of a major media
Holy
company.
cow.
It's bigger than Warner Brothers.
Holy cow.
He's actually on the same levels as the Warner Brothers CEO, and I don't know why more people aren't talking about
Holy
it.
Kat,
cow.
didn't you write off some of your business expenses? Was it 1099? Yes. But not enough, apparently. Like, I don't know.
Dog, I've been on the phone.
I'm bad at taxes.
I've watched her fight with the not fight, but like just you have been. I
Holy
remember that
cow.
week that you were in tax hell.
Oh
that
my
you
god.
were fucking
because
like
H&R Block fucked up my taxes.
I was like, it was literally. I was like, Kat, can I please talk to you? Can we please meet? And she was like, no, I've been on the phone with the tax lady for 5 hours.
to be
and
fair,
I'm like,
shout out Andre for being on the phone with me.
yeah, literally shout out.
They just it's a whole just never letting H&R Block do my taxes.
The Onion makes $1 million. Yeah, the Onion HQ is actually on Mars. Every time Ben has to go to work, he has to take a spaceship.
Ben makes $1,000,000,000 a year.
Boo.
I love that.
Womp, 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 womp.
Asha really should be a Foley artist.
I really think it would be so fun.
You'd be really good at it.
I went to a thing today for that fellowship I got. Fun fact, they advertised it as like, oh, you will definitely have a job next year. It's not that. It's not. And I was like, okay.
Are they
It's
going to
fine.
pay you still?
No, not unless I get it. It's not like,
When do you find out?
I won't find out until potentially like October.
Well, you'll still be paid here.
I mean, I'm staying with the campaign through the general. There's no question.
That's... Are they going to pay you
Holy
$1,500?
cow.
to make-
Kat Abagazale made me pay for her lunch one time. And then I'm going
To
to
be
text
fair,
them.
she saw my bank account one time and she straight up went, lunch is on me.
It literally wasn't even like in our text. You posted your fucking bank account to TikTok.gov. And I was like, Catherine, you can't be. I think that was the first time that I realized, because that was like only like 2 weeks into me working on the campaign. That was the first time I was like, no, this isn't like this isn't a joke. Like, this isn't like, like what the fuck is going on? .gov is my favorite bit to run. I love saying a website and then saying .gov.
Asha's going to write the blandest tell-all after this.
I'm saying, I'm going to write one of those like I'm going to write one of those fucking like tweets and it's like, here's everything I learned being on the most talked about progressive campaign,
Holy
parentheses,
cow.
exposed. And then it's going to be like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I worked good hours and they encouraged me to go home when I needed to.
It's like the day when Major was like,
do you want me to
so
hold?
sweet.
Holy
No, it's good.
cow.
We're going to hop off on this a second. Heater Patreon when? Okay, so this is the actual grift.
Holy
I
cow.
like to subsidize my income after I got laid off. I set up a Patreon, but I didn't have time to make like subscriber only content, and so every day I'd post a picture of Heater, and that has been my only income for the entire campaign. And I make sure that and I'm not like putting the link anywhere or telling anywhere where to find it because I don't want to leverage my campaign as a way to get that income.
Here's what Kat Alpha talking about B2B sales. Darius Bad, you're so funny.
But that's been like, however much it is, I think it's like $600 a month for the people that had signed up. And it's kept me going. Shout out to all the Heater
Fucking
fans. I'm
shout
sorry I haven't
out.
posted in like 5 months, but I'm running for Congress. I'll be back. You guys can't find it. If I was really a grifter, I'd post
If
that
you
all
were
the
a real
time.
grifter, you'd fucking promote it all the
I'd
time.
fucking post a link in the
But
chat.
she's not.
But I'm not. And if you sign up for it, I'll
Holy cow.
take you off.
What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. It's all gone now, and that's
It's all
okay.
gone now. Are you ready to
Holy cow.
end stream?
Yeah, we can end.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thanks for hopping on, guys. We will see you on Sunday, potentially with Jamal Bowman.
Potentially with Jamal Bowman. He wants to play Madden, but we still do not have the capacity to do that right now.
Well, we could play it on PC, but we need to get a second controller.
But where's the second input?
Holy
That's
Holy
the
cow.
issue.
I guess we could do an
We could do it on
adapter.
an adapter or the USB-C, or we could Bluetooth connect it.
This USB-C doesn't work.
Holy cow.
Right.
Okay, so we need an adapter.
Right.
All right, guys.
Right.
If you're local and you have like a USB adapter that lets us plug 2 USB things into it
and a extra Xbox
and an
One
extra
controller.
Xbox One controller, let
Bring
us
it to the
know.
office.
All right.
Thanks, guys. We will see you on Sunday.
Thank you for
Oh,
donating.
hey, if you are here, it means you can phone bank.
Yeah, if you're here, you can phone bank.
You
phone
can
bank
phone
right
bank.
now. Phone
You can
bank. CAFRILLINOIS.com/events.
CatForIllinois.com/events.
Exclamation point, phone bank.
Exclamation mark, phone bank in the chat. If you are here, you can phone bank.
Do it right now.
We have
They're
4
phone
days.
banking.
Hey, we have 4 days left, and they're doing
Holy
smear
cow.
campaigns.
They're doing
phone
smear
bank.
campaigns. They're desperate. APAC's putting in $1 million on the worst
$1
ads in the world.
Also,
Also?
I'm leading phone banks this weekend. So if you want to phone bank with producer
Wait, you're
Asha,
leading phone banks?
yeah, I am. I'm stepping up. I'm the mother who stepped up, and I'm gonna phone bank. So if I'm international, can I phone bank? Yes. So if you guys want to come phone bank with me,
Abugamentum.
join the Abugamentum. I will hopefully see you on the phone banks. And yeah, we'll see you on Sunday.